I had to learn the hard way, though. My daddy would say, when I said, let's meet for breakfast, and he said, oh, okay, let's wait about 15 more minutes. Mama Belva wants to join us. And then my mistake was to say, well, Daddy, your mama died in 1972. And then, after he broke down a couple times, I realized I wasn't reminding him of anything. I was telling him something for the first time. So finally, I came to my senses and realized it's time to tell my dad that, yes, indeed, Mom Bubba will be joining us for breakfast. Of course, thank goodness he forgot completely about that. We went on and had our breakfast at the Lizard's Thicket in Columbia, South Carolina. So, another thing, I took advantage of the situation because I realized that when you're talking to your old man, I had never really settled up with him. We weren't at odds with each other. We liked each other. We just didn't understand each other. For God's sake, he's an Army colonel, I was a musician. You know? I mean, it's obvious that we weren't going to have common ground. And he was born in that same cotton field country, and so he didn't understand about somebody playing music. It wasn't a proper way to make a living. So I noticed that he was not always in that dark, strange place. The doors and windows would swing open and this light would come through, you know. And so I found that it was time for me to put my ego aside and say everything I ever wanted to say to him while that windows and doors were open. And I did it. And he set it back, and my old man and I set it up. And I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. And you guys have to settle up with your old man or your son. It's a good chance you're going to hate yourself in the big morning if you don't take care of that business. Put that ego aside. So my daddy fell down and they put him in rehab, and he was there and wasn't feeling good, and I could tell, yeah, he wanted out of here and he wanted to go now. He was tired of not being able to finish a thought or a sentence. He was ready to go. So my wife and I spent all of our time with him, just hanging out, talking to him, because he could no longer move, he could no longer speak, but he could hear. And he could laugh at everything he said. He knew what was going on. So our lines of communication were full, complete. So I took him my guitar, played for him. I know, if you knew my daddy, you'd realize this might have been a bad joke. But you know what? He couldn't move, he couldn't talk, he couldn't chase me down the hall, couldn't whip my ass, so I had him where I wanted him. Colonel Williams, I'm going to play for you. And I didn't play a bunch of singer-songwriter stuff, a bunch of heavy stuff, you know. I played the fun stuff that he likes. He liked parody, he liked to make fun of things. He wanted a song, just some serious song to be made into pure trash, you know. Like, you know. He used to like this. I keep my pants up with a piece of twine. I keep my eyeballs focused all the time. I keep my hands loose for the ties that bind. If you'll be mine, please pull the twine. This is what my old man liked. So I sang a bunch of that, and I would have played this next song for him. I would have played this next song for him because I was putting it on an album and I was dedicating it to my dad. And I was writing songs that he would like and picking stuff that I think he'd like. And I would have played this one for him that day. I didn't, because I knew that if I told him that Bob Dylan wrote it, he wouldn't like it. No way was he going to like a Bob Dylan song. But, I'll play this for you, and I'm going to take a little break. And I know the food's out that way, but I hope some's in there because there are CDs in there too. And you can come by and look at them, and you don't have to worry about buying anything. Don't worry about that. Just come by and look. That's all I want you to do. This is for Lieutenant Captain Major Colonel Williams. Buckets of rain, buckets of tears, got all them buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of moonbeams in my hand. You got all the love, honey, baby, I can stand. It ain't no riddle, it ain't no joke. I've seen pretty people disappear like smoke. Friends will arise, friends disappear. If you want me, honey, baby, I'll be here. smile from your fingertips. I like the way that you wiggle your hips. I like the cool way you look at me. Well, everything about you is bringing me misery. Yeah, little red wagon, little red bike. I ain't no monkey, but I know what I like. I like the way you love me. Love me strong and slow. Well, I'm taking you with me, honey, baby, when I go. Life is sad, life is a bust. All you can do is do what you must. Well, you do what you must do, and you do it well. I'll do it for you, honey, baby, can't you tell? Now buckets of rain and buckets of tears. Got all of them buckets coming out of my ears. I got buckets of moonbeams in my hand. You got all the love, honey, baby, I can stand. You got all the love, honey, baby, I can stand. Thank you very much. Please stick around.